And then,
are you happy with the bye week?
Oh yeah,
because of like being injury, or just let it get a bye week out the way while we get ready for Tennessee?
Yeah, no, Tennessee, strictly Tennessee.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No. Look, and we beat Clemson, so
You want to marinate on that?
Let's marinate in it. The football team's going to get their flowers on Saturday.
Hey,
here,
great job in acknowledgement in the post-game presser, Pat Kelsey
of Jesus.
I don't
Thank
want,
you.
and he did.
How about that?
Praise our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ.
Good for you, Pat.
Because Jesus is love, and that's what he said.
Yeah.
Great job. And
sorry, Nick.
shortly after Jesus, Jeff Brom. His praising of Jeff Brom at the beginning of the post-game press conference.
I was a big fan
Slam
of
dunk.
That was a good call, man.
Yep.
To
excellent call.
Take a moment and say, hey, man, that was a big time win. Let's get in there, because I would imagine Jeff Brom will be in the building on Saturday, and it's going to be a big time environment, man. It's going to be a big time atmosphere. I watched Tennessee last night. We're going to win that game, so that's going to be really fun. But yeah, I'm looking forward.
How much fun is that going to be?
It's going to be a blast. Everybody's going to put on their white shirts.
It's a white out. You know what? I'm going to give away a white Midnight Family shirt tonight.
Okay.
So that I'll put that out there right now for people listening on the YouTube channel. I will give away, and it'll be in the mail Wednesday, which means you should get it Thursday, or Friday morning, so you have enough time to get it for your game.
Yeah, I'm gonna go buy me something fresh, throw on for Saturday. Man, I can't wait to be in there. I'm gonna get down there.
Steve,
so early.
Stop it! I knew you were gonna do that.
I know.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Nikki, we knew he was gonna try to do this.
Absolutely.
That's why I'm leaving the second hour.
Yes,
because Morehead State. Please. Morehead State, please. He's going to try to hijack and already go straight to Tennessee.
100%.
You know your partner.
Yeah.
8150.
Absolutely.
93.9 is the number.
You guys probably know each other better than some married
38-31.
More time together.
93.
Good point. Damn good
Spend more
point.
time with him. I do charity. No doubt about
that. It is. When you start doing the math sometimes, you're like, we talk. Like an abnormally amount to do radio.
I had
still talk on the phone.
Oh yeah, just like hour and a half conversation. Like,
what are you up to?
Like for the game Saturday against Clemson, I had an earbud in.
Hi, Steve.
I know, yeah. Well, that'll be us. Maybe after today, but it was so I had my AirPod in.
We have a forgetting.
What you doing?
Whatever my food stamps will allow. It was, but it was.
That's what I called you for.
Oh, okay.
That's what I called you for.
Okay.
That joke right there that you just made. You remind me to talk to you about that joke. That's important. You didn't answer the phone yesterday, and I was mad at you.
Yeah,
I was like, I want to talk.
Well, we do know the double call. You do pick up for the double call, though.
Explain to Nikki.
If they call. And it's like, I understand sometimes I'm going to call and I'm like, I know Marcus is awake. I know but he's probably just like, I'm doing something. I'll hit him back, whatever. But if I call
watching a video, want to see if this pizza man gets paid, you know?
Just whatever, man. Like, but if I call right back, it's like, okay, you pick up.
Right.
Yeah. Like
the double call.
Same. Yeah. The double call.
Jalen's a good double call.
Okay. Yeah. Because it's like, okay, well,
and the thing with Steve is, from probably 16 months, his child has been able to operate his cell phone.
Yeah.
And he was sending me to voicemail at like I said, at a year and a half.
Oh, yeah.
And I just knew, like,
you were getting hater button by
Steve is not even quick enough to send you the voicemail that fast.
No.
But that child, Nikki.
Just like, boom.
Don't need to. Listen, don't ever need to talk to Steve thank goodness he got that Apple Watch. Yeah, he would never know that I know
now nothing gets past me. Somebody want to know when we're going to start doing pregame shows at the Galt House. Well, we're going to be having some pregame shows. I think at Down One, but I will say
shout out to those guys.
Oh yeah, that was fantastic yesterday. But I do think, let me just throw it out there. I haven't totally talked to Marcus yet, but I think we're going to revive the theme of the show. We might revive our post-game hangouts over at the Galt House, though, because that was
the thing.
That was good. I liked going over there and just.
It gets me out too.
Yeah. I really enjoyed
ever
that, man.
that one year that I don't like to talk about. I was telling you that yesterday. It kind of took like I had already come to grips with I'll never personally be allowed in these events again.
Yeah.
Because of some of the life decisions I made. So I knew that wasn't going to be an option for me.
Right.
So I kind of checked out, saying, but now.
Well, good news is, depends on what happens today. There may be plenty of that coming up in the near future. So they have.
It's going to be all that all day long.
Nick's like, dude, it's 10:15.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, we've already
hit 7 deep in. Yeah.
But yeah. So, but I might be able to start.
It's in the works.
Popping by there and saying what's up. I was clapping at home when we got a shot clock violation with 5 minutes left in the game. I'm all the way back in. I agree.
I want to get and this is me, like this is a radio public request to anybody over there at the basketball office that listens. I would absolutely love to get the non-traditional statistics released because listen, analytically, he covers everything. Sat in practice, looked at the film they watch, looked at how they watch it, look where they put you in the green. The RAS scores in football, like when a guy's getting drafted in football, they say, okay, his relative athletic scores or something like that.
Yeah.
How some are in the green. This is how you rate. And this is how you rate overall in your hustle stats. This is how you rate in this.
Yeah.
You got green, yellow, regular, red, right?
Yeah.
You can see people's names. You're in the green, you're in the yellow, you're in the red. You need to get it together, So you can just go up there and say, hey, starting lineup is green, green.
Yeah.
Get out there.
That's the guys.
Yep.
Sure.
Because it's a analytic to say who's playing the hardest.
Yeah.
And it has nothing to do with points. So what I was saying to you, Steve, is tell me deflections.
Yeah.
Dives. They have another stat where if you beat somebody up the floor, just y'all are even on par and you just hustle down to catch up and get in front of somebody to like stop the defense from getting a transit. Those kind of plays.
Yeah.
They have statistics for those. Rick Pitino was the first person I ever seen calculate deflections and say mathematically, if you over this many deflections a game, you have a 42% chance of winning.
And Holy Cross basketball.
Yeah. 25 years ago. But it still matters.
Yeah.
But you get my point.
Yeah.
Like I wish they would just release deflections.
Sure, I agree with that.
Yeah, you could just get a better appreciation for what's an average deflection rate versus what we get. And they have functional length on that team. Real functional length with the deflections. I was really impressed with the deflection rate.
No, I was too, man. I was too. It was impressive just to see everybody, man, the way they move, the way they're always active. They're always active, and you can deal with that. And that's going to cause some mistakes sometimes, but I'm okay with that because it's going to cause the other team probably more mistakes than you're going to give up being extremely active.
Coach Crumb's famous line, errors of commission versus errors of omission.
Yep.
You're not going to have errors of omission because they're going to be so active.
Absolutely.
You might commit a foul. You might overrun. He said it during a press conference. Coach Kelsey said, sometimes when we put that pressure, we might gamble and put our guys in a bad position, but we recover well for each other. And they're adults.
Yeah.
They're adults. Like, I don't want to take away by saying they're adults. The reason you say, like when you see a ranking or when you see a poll, you say, okay, I can take the better of the polls because I'm going to always give the benefit of the doubt to the older team.
Absolutely.
So out of 25% of your games that end up as a 2-point game, 3-point game, I'll take my older guy over that.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And you're going to play. I mean, last night was a good way to watch. I heard Drew make the joke this morning and he was right. It's like yesterday was the first day of college basketball. So every team was like, we'll play on that day because everybody played last night. I mean, everybody played. It was insane.
I have to play on that day. I have to get a head
getting
start.
around. It was like when you watched and you're just watching ages and you're watching things like that, you're like, Louisville's right there with anybody.
What do you think Kentucky fans thought about our debut, Nikki?
Well, I mean, if you go by Matty Bangs, immediately you start taking shots at crowd size. That's how I knew I was like the Stringer Bell thing. We back.
Yeah.
Like I was like, let people back.
When it's not even about the basketball.
It's not about the basketball. It's not. I mean, the fact that we beat our opponent more than they beat theirs. It's the fact that we had 12,000, like 13,000 people. 12-4. Just about, yeah. So 12, like over 12,000.
And that was 12-4 on their feet,
right?
Most of the time,
right?
That wasn't a 12-4.
No, Louisville had a dominating performance, man. Because when you're like, of course, like father-in-law, different ones, like, man, we scored 103. I'm like, yeah, they give up 60. So, what do you do?
You are the worst son-in-law.
Yeah.
Did you say that, or did you say, yeah, I feel you?
No, I was like, yeah, well, I mean, the defense is, but
he better hope Charity doesn't go to counsel to the father-in-law. Yeah, you know what? Charity is right.
yeah. No, well, I mean, it's one of those things, though, man. I mean, I did see a great tweet last night. They were like, unfortunately, Matt Jones is talking about the crowd because he's not aware that Louisville played Clemson Saturday.
I think that was Ty.
That
was a good one by Ty.
Yeah, it was Ty. Yeah. It's like, well, because he obviously had no idea we even played them. So there's really not. I don't know. Like, I want to tweet out sometimes when they do that, but it's rivalry. But I'm like, I don't. I guess I don't do the Matt Jones thing.
Yeah, I hear about it from everybody else. Like,
I kind of like, I don't really care what you think.
What goes on the rivalry street? Yeah. I hear it secondhand.
Yeah, I mean, rivalry's fun, but it's like I think he is like a demon. I think he surpasses the rivalry. Like, it's like, dude, you got like a problem.
It's not just brand.
You're kind of weird. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're kind of weird, dude. So, but it's man, when you watch that, the crowd in there, the
energy of the crowd, yes,
just fantastic, man. I mean, it was. You could tell, man. Just the. It's just you're just reminded how smart this fan base is, man. And like Pat Kelsey brought it up. Coach Kelsey says, we got a standing ovation with like 4 minutes left. Like, it's little things like that we don't realize. We do it, but it's
we do it. We say, hey, that was a good job.
Yeah.
Good on you.
Yeah. Hey, under 4 timeout.
We appreciate you. Those 3 dives. We appreciate that.
Yes, absolutely.
And again, this is something that's been a part of the fan base forever. It's I remember, like I said, when they were the Louisville fan base going at Mike Dean, you know what I'm saying? Just like for years and years and years. Hey, we hate this guy. If y'all come to play, we'll give you something extra.
Absolutely.
To play, we'll make sure we ride the ref.
We'll torture this guy. I mean, do you remember?
Yes.
I mean, even in recent memory, Grayson Allen, after he tripped Ray Spalding, they come in here, and that next year, and every time
did he trip like Donovan the next or the year before?
Didn't Donovan slap him?
No, the year after that game, he tripped Ray, and then the next year they come in here, and that's when Donovan slapped him, backhanded him in the face. But it was, but every time he touched the ball, it was just boom. Like, it's like
we're going to make him uncomfortable. Yeah, and if you can't embrace villain, heel, in here, you're not going to make it.
So it was an incredible energy.
It's a great debut. Man. That's a great debut.
And it was a great debut. I know somebody asked him the question. I can't remember who it was, but they asked the question almost like, did you feel, and it was the only time he answered a question, and I'm like, Coach, you can say it. Because somebody did. They asked him basically, did you feel a little pressure to put on a performance, tonight? And he was like, oh, no, we just said, and I'm like, no, yes, you did. And you did well.
He said he was more nervous in the exhibition.
Which is that's probably true though, because you like you said, I don't have a routine. I've only been in the Center 3 or 4 times, for recruiting.
Good call,
you know what I mean? Like it's
because you don't actually know.
Oh,
I was jealous. And I roots
his dunk. You can't do that. That would bother you.
I've said it before, Steve.
Like,
I've said it before. And listen, you know what the problem is, Steve?
Well,
I had this jackass commentator named Bob Valvano doing my first game in college.
Yeah, sure.
And the first thing I do, get a steal.
Yeah.
Mid-court.
Yeah.
By myself.
Oh, man, you missed it.
Bang!
Yeah, I know.
I went like this.
Yeah, you just watched it.
Yeah.
Just watched.
Listen, when I go back and look at the video, Steve, I'm kind of impressed with my athleticism because I go up off one leg.
Yeah.
And I know I got it. I got a good jump.
Sure.
Actually, I jumped higher than I thought. And it just went boom. And it went back to half court. And I seen the video and I just looked at my head. And and Roos gets his opening point as a dunk. And I'm like,
he dunked it so hard it went off. He headbutted it. Did you see that? After he dunked it, he headbutts the ball into the
That was
ground.
awesome.
It was amazing.
That was awesome.
Yeah. I was like, how awesome is that, dude?
For your first bucket.
He's super
It was
athletic.
Steve. Jeez. I mean, come on.
Best dunk I've ever seen in the Yum Center.
I was in Freedom Hall.
I know.
Either or. You couldn't insult me fast enough.
I could. I was going too quick.
Okay, that stands out.
Yeah. It was, but I mean, the dunks in general, like, start there. I mean, they had 8 dunks last night.
Rain?
Not dunks.
The alley-oop to Boubacar. I want that one cleaner.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay,
I agree.
I'm glad you acknowledged that.
Yeah,
Listen, I was waiting for Steve to just leave me out there flapping dead fish.
Yeah.
And, hey, man, why you hating on it?
Did he get 2 points?
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 points is 2 points. See what I'm saying? 2 points is 2 points. Marcus has been on here for 10 years saying, no, the dunk is different from 2 points. Now we get about 9, 10 dunks. Now all of a sudden Steve is like, oh, the dunks are awesome.
Yeah, they were pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, granted, 5 of them came from James Scott. Like let's be clear now. That dude dunks everything.
Hang on a rim.
I'm okay with that.
You agree with that?
Yeah.
Hang on a rim more.
Yeah, I like how he
comes down.
I like how he pulls his feet up. Like he kicked himself in the butt on that first dunk. It's like, man, it looked really impressive.
He's pointing to the alley-ooper before he even gets to the ground.
Oh, yeah.
I do like that acknowledgement.
Yeah.
But I'm like, young fella, hang on a little bit.
No. Somebody said 9 dunks last night. Maybe I was wrong. 9 dunks. But the record was like 12 in a game.
Shut up. That must just be in the modern era.
Well,
the record cannot be 12 dunks.
That's what they say. It's word on the street.
I got that in one game by myself.
It's not true.
You don't think I have 12 dunks in a game?
No, I don't. I don't know.
How do you think you become number 6 all time in dunks without having 12 in a game?
I don't know, but I know how you become number 1, and he didn't have 12 dunks in a game. So I don't know what you want me to say.
It feels like we've had games that have more than 12 dunks. So, doesn't it?
I don't know where that records came from.
If it didn't come from Kelly Dickey, then I don't believe it. Anyway.
It was incredible, man.
It was good transit.
Yeah.
Man, you don't think a Rick Pitino defense has had 12 dunks?
Maybe.
I mean, they have squeezed a lot of teams and been out in transition a lot.
So I said 9 dunks. So I said Roots dunks. Let's freshman. Oh yeah. Let's freshmen know it's the place to be. Okay, yeah, I like that. I like that. So I said 20 assists to 5 turnovers.
That's good basketball.
Yeah, not bad at all.
Another thing that comes out of the press conference, Pat Kelsey, his willingness to fall back on as long as they're hunting, great shots.
Yeah,
passing down good for great shots.
Absolutely.
First person I heard say that is Scott Davenport.
Mm-hmm.
Good for great shots. Not even batting an eyelash at how many misses you got.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Yeah,
I did enjoy hearing that at a press conference.
Yeah, no, it's so nice, man. And like I said, I got a little bit of a cheat code getting to be with Coach Lieberman every day. But just when you hear coaches that know the game that way and play that way, it's like the reassurance to a player that it's like you're not going to get taken out for missing a shot, dude. If you take a good shot, miss a shot.
If you take a good shot.
I mean, now if we're 4 games in and you haven't hit a shot yet, then we may want to reevaluate somebody else being there. But it's
Corin Davis, only person I saw not hunt for the great shot.
Corin Johnson,
sorry. Yeah. Corin Davis, Corin Johnson.
Same guy.
What's the difference, Steve? That's a lot.
Pretty big difference.
Corn Johnson. But again,
you can watch his highlights and go, okay, well, we know what this is.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. We know what this
is. He's an aggressive guy. Mm-hmm. Really goes for it.
And the guys on your team that are a little bit of.
No, he's a Steve Ballmer special.
Yeah.
When you say, I don't need everybody to be angels. And sometimes I need that guy.
For sure.
Because you can end up with shot clock violations because you're so unselfish.
Absolutely.
Or end up taking bad shots at the end of the shot clock because you're so used to it.
And he's the type of guy that I promise you, if somebody gets us and if somebody's D'ing us up good and the shot clock's running down, we're swinging the ball and kicking an open shot, it hits his hands, it's not moving again. We're going to go get a shot.
Right.
Now, whether you hit it or not, you give me an opportunity now by putting the ball on the rim, So
and our rebounding numbers were huge.
It's awesome. Now, that's one of the ones that if you want to fight me, and lick the sprinkles off and go, well, it's this, whatever. Well, they, you dominated and Moorhead State on the rebound. And I'll listen a touch.
Moorhead State it.
Yeah, I'll listen a touch. But I still, even though they had some big guys, I mean, and stuff, but it's like, no, I still like the where guys are when the shot goes up. I can still look at that and go, okay, but this is schematically they look like going after the rebound.
They look like they make a shell, right?
Yeah,
they make a rebounding shell. It's funny because that was one of those things. Like when I make references to Coach Crum, the number one smallest detail was the nets.
Yeah,
that was the number one, and number two, as a freshman, I thought it was ridiculous that we really have positions to go rebound on a shot. Marcus, you have to cross the free throw line on every shot. If you're not crossing the free, I would be on the baseline in the corner, and my job on the shot is to run up to the free throw line to be there for the rebound.
Yep.
They look like they make a really good shell.
Oh, yeah.
A good rebounding shell.
And they scatter well. And what I mean by that is when you get the...
Is that your Lieberman jargon?
Yeah. But when you get the offensive rebound, I mean, you scatter like roaches, basically, is what we say. Because what's everybody do when somebody gets an offensive rebound? You go right at that guy.
Yep.
So the other ones that don't get it,
scatter out. Yep.
Scatter out. That way he can, easy shot, right?
And it gives floor space.
And they do floor spacing, and they do a great job at that. Like, so that's why I say, you can tell me, well, a couple of those rebounds, they might have just bullied Moorhead State. Like, because there was like one possession where they got like 7 offensive rebounds, and it was like, okay, I might have been a little bit of a bully.
You're right.
Yeah, but it's still, I can see they go after the rebound.
Yeah, and you're setting a standard principle that each possession has rules, has laws that you're expected to follow, and they were locked in. You're gonna have to put your name on a guy, right?
Okay.
We're gonna get you on record today.
Okay.
Put your name on a guy that says, if he does this, then we do this.
I got it.
Quick commercial break. 93.9 The Ville.
Main Street is calling your name. Down One Bourbon Bar is ready to be your lunchtime or happy hour destination. Located right next to the KFC Yum Center and one of the hottest spots on the Urban Bourbon Trail, Down One is the perfect place to kick back before the big game or concert. We're here to prove that what tacos pick a guy.
If you're currently working as a plumber, pipe fitter, or HVAC tech, you owe it to yourself to check out Local Union 502. Union Local 502 offers the best compensation in the industry. They pay journeyman wages over $40 per hour with a total benefits package of over $60 per hour. Plus, 3 pension plans for secure, stress-free retirement. Join Local 502. Apply at lu502.com.
Hi, I'm attorney Alex White. I run a law firm right here in Kentucky. We have over 10 attorneys who work hard every day for our clients. We're proud to be local, and giving back to our community is very important. After a car wreck, you have a lot of options of who to hire as your attorney. But if you want good representation and hardworking lawyers, you want to keep your business local, visit SueDistractedDriver.com.
This is a legal advertisement. Work may be performed by other attorneys. Attention bourbon fans, join me, Mark Blankenbaker, at the James B. Beam Distilling Company on Thursday, November 14th, as the distillery is currently booking for their next monthly installment of the popular dinner series, the Claremont Supper Club. Master distillers Fred and Freddie Noe will be showcasing their entire 2024 series of Freddie's Project Distiller Share, with editions number 5, number 6, and soon to be released number 7. Distiller Share is only sold on the campus in Claremont. It is a highly allocated product. Come and enjoy the exclusive whiskey along with a 4-course meal curated by the on-campus and award-winning restaurant, The Kitchen Table. I attend the dinner every month, and being able to have a great meal, get my hands on some super exclusive bourbon, and hang out with Fred and Freddie is what being in bourbon country is all about. To get tickets, just go to beamdistilling.com and join us at Claremont Supper Club and the James B. Beam Distilling Company, where you always come as friends and leave as family.
Your home is your fortress, and your first line of defense is your roof. So if your roof is under attack by either Mother Nature or Father Time, you should be calling Citadel Roofing and Construction. Citadel Roofing and Construction is locally owned and operated, will provide free inspections, estimates, and of course they'll work with your insurance. Did I also mention their A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau? Let Citadel Roofing and Construction protect the roof that protects you by calling 502-219-7964 today.
Hey, it's Steve Rummage here. You've probably heard all about the new regulations that have hit the real estate market, making the process more complex than ever. And if you're not working with the right real estate agent professional, you could find yourself out of bounds fast. That's why it's more important than ever to work with someone who has proven their expertise. Like my good friend Josh Jarbo. Josh was recently inducted into the RE/MAX Hall of Fame and named one of Louisville's 40 under 40. This guy knows the game inside and out. Josh and the team at RE/MAX Empire are the seasoned pros you want on your side. They know how to navigate the market, make the right calls, and get you the best deal every time. So don't let a cut-rate agent make a rookie mistake and fumble your financial future. Whether you're buying, selling, or just need some mortgage advice, these are the folks you want in your corner. So here's the play. Call Josh Jarbo, 502-216-7590, or check him out online at joshjarbo.remaxempireky.com. And here's a special offer just for you guys. Mention you heard it right here on 93.9 The Ville, and you're going to receive up to a $5,000 seller's credit. I'll leave you with this. Top-notch service might seem expensive, but poor service can cost you a fortune. Don't settle for less than the best.
Josh Jarbo, principal broker owner of RE/MAX Empire and co-founder of Modern Mortgage A to Z, NMLS number 2256125. Each office is independently owned and operated. Modern Mortgage A to Z is an equal house lender.
Hey, Cards fans. Do you or a loved one suffer from gout? Gout is a very painful form of arthritis that can also lead to kidney and heart disease. I bet you didn't know there's now a Gout Center of Excellence right here in Louisville. They use the most up-to-date clinical guidelines and FDA-approved treatments to get you relief fast. If you have gout, be sure to call the Gout Center of Excellence at 502-719-2472 or visit them online at ralouisville.com. And be sure to tell them Marcus sent you.
Hey, Card fans, Attorney Sam Aguiar here, proud partner of U of L Athletics and ESPN Radio Louisville. Car wrecks can be a nightmare, and insurance companies are just going to make it worse. But when you're part of our team, we take care of those hassles so you can focus on getting better. We've helped thousands of Card fans get life-changing results on their claims, and it would be an honor to work for you too. So if you've been hurting a car, give us a call at 502-888-8888 or check us out online at demandsam.com. And go Cards!
Most people don't put much thought into the value of a reliable water or sewage pump until they have to. Well, I have a team that never stops thinking about it. Kentuckiana Pump Sales. With over 35 years of experience, Kentuckiana Pump Sales, a premier Ashland pump shop, includes sump, sewage, grinder pumps, and many more to service all residential, municipal, commercial, and industrial needs. Next time you think about pumps, think Kentuckiana Pump Sales, 3303 Industrial Parkway, Jeffersonville, Indiana, or visit KentuckianaPumps.com.
When you need mealtime inspiration, it's worth shopping Kroger for thousands of appetizing ingredients that inspire countless mouth-watering meals. And no matter what tasty choice you make, you'll enjoy our everyday low prices. Plus, extra ways to save, like digital coupons worth over $600 each week and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump with points. So you can get big flavors and big savings. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Fuel restrictions apply.
Jason Nemes is the leader we need in Frankfurt. A husband and father, Jason is focused on improving public safety for every neighborhood and family. He's tough on crime, backs the blue, and will fully fund law enforcement. Jason Nemes is fighting to help families struggling with inflation. He's lowered income taxes so you keep more of what you earn and fought to lower the price of gas in your car. Vote Jason Nemes for state representative. Paid for by Jason Nemes, state representative.
Wet basement or basement leak? Call Case Foundation Repair and Waterproofing, who uses state-of-the-art technology for basement and crawl-space waterproofing and offers a lifetime transferable warranty. Put local pros on the case. Call today and ask for their reduced to no-interest payment plans. Case Foundation Repair and Waterproofing.
So you just started working and you're finally on your career journey, but with student loans, rent, groceries, you need every dollar to be working for you. That's why Commonwealth Credit Union created Power Checking, the incredible all-in-one account that powers your spending, and with built-in high-yield savings, grows your balance at the same time. No minimums, no limits. Visit ccuky.org/power to learn more. Power Checking, only from Commonwealth Credit Union. Here, we see you different. Insured by NCUA. Call us at 1-800-228-6420 for details.
This year marks a milestone for Carlin Roofing and Sheet Metal. 40 years ago in 1984 is when Carlin Roofing began serving the Louisville community. Today, they are still A-plus rated from the BBB and have taken care of many of our listeners when it comes to their roofing needs. Whether it's just a few shingles, an entire roof replacement, helping out with your insurance, or a commercial flat roof, Carlin Roofing and Sheet Metal can handle any job. They can even handle your gutters. Look them up online at carlinroofs.com. CARLON roofs.com.
Men, this is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health. It seems like everything we hear these days is about political races, and yet there's a far more important race that you run for yourself every day. It's the race to be the best that you can be. But if your libido is low, if your workouts aren't productive, if you've got brain fog and you're tired all the time, you may feel like you're losing that race, and maybe even that your best days are behind you. But the truth is that they're likely not, because if you're feeling like this, it's probable you're simply suffering from low testosterone, a condition that affects a huge percentage of men as we age. At Tri-State Men's Health, we're experts in treating low T. We've successfully treated thousands of men for the condition, and if you're like most guys, you'll start seeing results in just a few weeks. Better sleep patterns, higher energy, improved mental clarity, more productive workouts, and your libido will likely increase as well. So get back to winning your race by calling us. Your initial visit is only $99 and includes blood work and a medical consult. And if you start on testosterone the day of your appointment, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com.
The official broadcast partner of all U of L athletics, WLCL Sellersburg, is 93.9 The Ville. Powered by Sam Aguiar Injury Lawyers. Hurt in a car? Call Sam Aguiar.
Produces a big help.
Welcome back. Welcome back to Middays with Marcus, baby. 8150 93.9 is the number. 93.9 is the station. Before we go any further, let me take a quick second to remind everybody that temperature control is and always will be. Technical glitches disrupt Pennsylvania voting. Is and always will be one of the most valuable resources one can have. If you agree with that sentiment, then DFH Company is most certainly the company. But they already got the results. I already saw the results on. I was watching Formula One the other day.
No, can't believe it.
So glitches, pre-arranged results is and always will be one of the most valuable resources one can have. Yeah. If you agree with that sentiment, then DFH Company is most certainly the company for you. Simply dial 968-6222 or look them up online at dfhcompany.com. Make sure you look into the Mitsubishi Mini Split Immigrants, like we have at the 93.9 Studios for that hard to heat, hard to cool room in your home. Again, 968-6222, or look them up online at dfhcompanyboard.com. Okay, Steve. Yeah. You had a long break.
Man. I didn't need it.
You had a long break to think about.
I didn't need it.
The question I posed, also, any texters, you better get on record now, because if you don't wait till some guy's just tearing it up and say, oh, that's my guy. That's my guy. Nope. You get on record today. I made people do it last night. You do it today. On record, Steve. Who is your guy? And when I say your guy, we're going to dominate if your guy does this. And I'm going to take it an extra step, Steve. You're going to defend your guy no matter what. Come hella high water.
Let's do it.
If he screws up,
let's do it.
It's the team's fault. If he screws up, it's the coach's fault. It's everybody except for your guy's fault. Who's it going to be?
If Steve Rummage in the past, it would have been the high fly dunker, whatever it is, however it is. But Coach Steve Rummage, watched that game
Coach Steve
last night. What happened?
Something. What happened? Did it bug
loose?
Oh,
piece of something in my ear.
I thought your headphones shocked you.
No, it has before. That was the worst.
Terrifying. Coach Steve Rummage watched that game last night, and he told his son, young Elijah, if Chucky Hepburn can defend the ball like that, this team's going to win a lot of games. A lot of games. That kid.
That makes the difference.
That's my guy.
And
that's my guy. No matter what, you're going to be like, well, Chucky had this. And I'm going to be like, well, okay, well, where's everybody else? Well, yeah, but Chucky had a turnover there at the end of the game. He threw the ball out of bounds. So I'm going to be like, okay. How many possessions did he get you?
Right.
Yeah.
Somebody else didn't do their job in the possession before that.
Yeah. So I'm going to
You shouldn't have put Chucky Hepburn in that position to have to hit the game winner.
Absolutely. So I'm going to fight to the death for Chucky Hepburn.
That's fair.
The way he defended on ball, I mean, he was a menace, dude.
Yeah, and you know what? To back you up on that one, I felt comfortable that he knows how not to get his hand caught in the cookie jar.
Yeah.
Keep enough space.
Yep.
He doesn't do it with his body. He doesn't play defense with his chest.
Sure.
He gets you off balance. He gets you playing with the basketball.
Yeah.
Gets you in an unbalanced position.
Absolutely,
then
man.
So to your point, I did actually
big fan.
notice
And I do like him offensively. I will say that. I do like him offensively.
Right.
He plays his. Now I do think Chucky's got a little dog in him. Like I think he could go into a little bit of takeover mode if he needed to.
If he got into it.
But that's not his first
instinct.
Yeah, that's good. That's the word I was looking for. Exactly. His first instinct is to get the ball,
Okay, Nikki V.
Yeah, let's do it.
It's on you.
It's going to be good.
All right. I was torn between three players. I thought about taking Frank Anselm because I was like, let my man shoot the ball, PK, at the end of the game. Because I know he was saying, don't shoot, don't
Why'd
shoot.
you react to that, Steve?
And
Nikki just said he was torn.
And then I was going to take Rain Smith. I was like, get my man some better looks, but I think I'm going to go with Abubakar Traore and now turn on Rain Smith. You gotta give him a better lob. Like
I agree with that.
Yeah. So I think
elaborate on Abubakar.
Well, just because we've been mad about lack of hustle and everything like that. So I feel like there's going to be some times maybe he gets a little over aggressive. No, you can't have both ways.
Good call.
You can't be pissed off about the past 2 years and the lack of hustle and then make tell somebody to slow down.
That's fair.
Everything like that. And I think there's going to be some times maybe he's going a little too fast out there. But no, like Traore is, if Chucky is like the brains of the operation, Abubakar is the heart. And so he's my guy.
Yeah.
Pinky.
Somebody said Nick starts with Frank. Nick explains a lot. Nick is possessed. Also, somebody wanted to know if you're going to vote for more Grand Theft Auto today.
That's pretty funny. That is pretty funny. Okay.
I still don't have my car back. So
we were asking about that.
No, now at this point there was some miscommunication with the place that I got it fixed at, but now it's on me. Now I got to just get my check from insurance and get everything squared away there. So the ball is in my court.
Did you throw your insurance company under the bus? Are you ready to now?
I was pretty close.
How many more days before you throw them under the bus?
I was pretty close, but they told me because they only really covered like one thing that got fixed, and there were like 5 things wrong with the car.
Did you call Sam Aguiar?
But I might. When it's all said and done, I might be.
We have multiple title sponsor lawyers,
Steve.
But we'll see. Like
Steve, don't get a shutdown.
My insurance agent assured me that if I went through, I just have to make an extra step.
Do they know what your last name is?
I don't know. It's on the thing. Like,
But do they know how important you are?
Do you know who I am ever worked for you?
I don't think I've ever used that, and I really hope I never have to, because that's douchey.
When was the closest time you ever were to being, do you know who I am?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever been to that point. Am I?
The only time I've ever used it slightly is when like I'm trying to park somewhere to do like a remote or something. And I don't even say who I am. I just say who I'm with. I'm with ESPN Louisville.
Yeah, I think that's probably the closest I've ever got. Is like, hey, no, I'm with the radio station.
Yeah,
like
I've never been like, do you know who I am? No, I'm just like, hey, I'm with ESPN Louisville. Can you let me through and not boot my car?
After I got arrested in college, I decided, saying my name is going to increase my chances of going to jail. So I'd rather you not know.
Yeah.
I'd rather be anonymous. Hey, just
John Doe.
Give me my ticket. If I can't do it, cool.
Yeah. What about you?
Okay.
I got Chucky. Nick's got half the team. You have.
If I were going to say we are this.
Okay.
Javon Hadley. You got to be the dude.
That's a good one, man.
You got to be the dude.
That's a good one. I mean, it's the easy one, but that's a good one. Like, that's the.
Why you discredit? Why did you discredit? What's easy about that?
I mean, the fact that he is just like the perfect there's one Dwayne Sutton. He's every year we got a Dwayne Sutton. He's
the easiest person. It's like the most non-confrontational answer you can give.
Like, what does Javon Hadley do great? I don't know. Well, what's he do good? Everything.
I dare you to argue with me when I say, listen, when we need to stop somebody, we're gonna say, hey, Javon, you got him.
Yeah.
Look. When we need an inside bucket, when we need a foul, we're going to say, hey, Javon, we need you. Right? When the ball swings around, I mean, I bet at the end of the year, he will go down as the fewest bad shots on the team.
That might be true.
He will take the fewest bad shots on the entire team.
That might be true because I don't know that there's a bad shot in the paint. I mean, now there is, but I mean,
there's some forces.
It's hard to have a bad shot in the paint. And I mean, and I don't think so. Outside of that,
and he has the strongest hands. So when they go 2-3 zone against us or something, I don't know if they go 2-3 against us, but
I dare you.
But you get my point.
Yeah,
he's gonna be middle guy, zone breaker.
Yeah,
and I mean through the pass.
Absolutely,
he has the strongest hands around the paint. Okay? We need a bucket. He'll be the guy you initiate the first pass to.
Yeah.
Like, okay, if we're going to run if we're going to run let's just say a specialty play.
Sure.
He'd be the one initiating that possession, in my opinion.
I would think so.
Yeah, you feed it into him.
Or it would go through him at some point. Yeah.
Like, it would be one of the, put it this way. The most important screen in that play will probably start with him.
Sure.
Because he's the high IQ guy, not to screw it up.
You know what I find funny about this whole conversation, though, is it does remind you, as good as Kaysen is, as good as I think Waterman can be, Roos, what Rain Smith can do, what Fats Edwards can do, what all these guys can do, I do think, and we didn't plan this, but I do think this team as a group, if this team is in the second weekend, if this team's in the Final Four, if this team's whatever, whatever you want to put on it, I think that holy trinity right there. I think Javon Hadley, Abubakar Traore, and Chucky Hepburn are the major wheels there. You know what I mean? Like that those
Are
three.
we disrespecting Terrence Edwards Jr.?
No. Oh, no, not at all. No, I think Terrence Edwards great.
Because I could have made a case for him. Just
Sure. I mean, but him, Corin, Kaysen, Waterman, James Scott, they are, you could argue they're great at something. But they're not good at everything. You know what I mean? Those three right there, I would argue Chucky's great defensively, you know, but those three right there are good at about everything.
Yeah.
I think that three right there is what.
Yeah, I'm gonna feel like I'm gonna have a game where I say Chucky got worked.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
like
I don't think
those three right there are to me, they are the
I don't know.
core.
Javon Hadley could end up getting worked though.
Because
he's gonna be guarding the dude.
Well, yeah, but that's what I was saying though. I think, and I'm not saying it because that was my guy that I picked, but I think Chucky is great defensively. But all those guys outside of that, I don't know if they're great at anything, but they're good at everything. Abubakar, Javon Hadley, like I said, Chucky, outside of maybe Chucky's on-ball defense, he could be a great defender. Outside of that, but there's nothing they can't do. The other guys, even Edwards, there are things where you're like, you know, keep them out of that situation. You know, maybe here.
What with Edwards?
Well,
and we're just picking.
Well, I think defensively, different things that it's like, okay, I can see where a guy could give him some problems offensively, but I will say this. I think Edwards, you're going to see moments where you're going to go, he's not a good scorer. He's a great scorer.
Are you going to have to hide Waterman? That came up last night, and I don't know what to do with that one. TBD.
Yeah. Let me see him, but I can see where that conversation is being had. You know, like you can definitely see, you know how you thought it was like, well, man, it's Kaysen and Waterman neck and neck. It's like, no, it's not. Kaysen's a lot better than Waterman. Like, but I like Waterman. I like him a lot. And I think he can help his team a lot. But he's not, he is like the oddity. He is like, he's like an offensive big man that specializes in offense, but not really underneath. Which makes him special.
Yeah. I'm not taking away, but it's like, Waterman, I need you to move your feet.
Yeah. No. Defensively, he's not.
That's the only thing I'm worried.
But
like
that'll cut
because
his
he's willing.
Yeah.
He's okay. Put it this way.
Yeah.
I was proud of him for sticking his nose in the paint because you can tell it's not natural.
Well, I don't think he will get worked willingly. And here's the thing.
Yeah, he's not a coward.
Yeah. Now, here's the thing. You will have to get somebody there because I love James Scott. And I think it's interesting. James Scott's starting center right now. I don't know that it's going to change. I don't know if it's going to change Saturday. I mean, we'll see. I think right now, Kaysen's coming off the bench, which I would have not. You could have gave me a million guesses, and I would have been like, there's no chance that kid comes off the bench. And he might not. I don't know. But that's...
That's a full plate.
Yeah, I said stand up and clap for that. I only have so many days of manhood left, so many hours of manhood left. So anyway,
go ahead, play something.
It was, but it's James Scott fouls, and that's one of the things you're gonna have to learn. He's gonna foul. So somebody's gonna have to kind of step up and be some kind of defensive presence, you know. And Frank will, I mean, to Nick's point, I think Frank will get in there and play some defense, but I think Frank come here knowing his role.
Did Nikki say that Frank was one of his?
He was trying to outthink the room. That was just one of those. And I was like, I feel you, Nick. I know what you're doing. But, you know, it's like you know, he was about to be like, well, I'm going to take Ali Khalifa. Because if Ali Khalifa is loud enough on the sideline, that's going to change the game. Like, all right. Yeah, you got us, man. You know more about ball than anybody.
Tell Bops I appreciate the shout out and a good conversation about in-state, playing in-state teams.
Yeah.
Rolling along, 93.9 The Ville.